Buddy, Johnny B. Good here once again. Welcome to Minneapolis St. Paul, Minnesota. The local time here, it is 7:34? 7 something. We are currently traveling on Highway Interstate 94. Temperature here is 5 degrees. Traffic merging from left. Okay. According to Thomas, we're 20 miles away from our destination for the night. Roughly 29 minutes. Let's see what 7:39. By the way, there are many questions out there whether I'm an owner-operator or not. No, I'm strictly a company employee. Blue is unfortunately not my truck. It is a company-issued truck. I am not an owner-operator. I've been driving since 1991. I went to truck driving school, diesel school in St. Prairie, Wisconsin. I was born and raised in the Philippines. I speak fluent in Bisaya, Cebuano, Camiguin, Kinamiguin. I grew up in an island called Camiguin Island. Camiguin, in the barrio of Leong, Liong, Camiguin Island. My father was born and raised in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. But he lived most of his life in the Philippines. In fact, he lived there for a grand total of 45 years. In the year 2000, my dad died in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. But it was always his wish to be brought home to the Philippines, in the island of Camiguin, and be laid to rest over there, and so we did. It was his dying last wish to be brought home to the island he dearly loved. My mother was from Medina, Misamis Oriental. My dad was German-American descent. My mother, of course, is 100% Filipina. The first time I came to the United States was back in 1979, 1980. And my dad lived here, and my dad and I and our family lived here until the end of 1983, almost 84. And then we went back to the Philippines because he missed the Philippines so bad. We lived there until 1990. From about 84 to 1990, yep, 1990. And then we moved back up here again. By 1991, I went to 1990 and 91, I went to truck driving school called Diesel Driving School in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. That must be St. Paul, right? I can never figure out which one is which. Minneapolis St. Paul. Which one is St. Paul? This has got to be St. Paul. Or Minneapolis. Or either or. almost forgotten how big this city is. This has got to be the largest city in the Midwest, all the way to what, Seattle, right? There ain't nothing bigger from here, between here and Seattle, Washington. Alright, according to Thomas over here, we have to take Interstate 394, which is 2 miles away. By the way, this last weekend, Blue had her service done. Change oil, grease all the fittings, put some fresh grease on the fifth wheel, troubleshoot where all the air leaks was, air up the tires. Blue feels so refreshed. I tell you, after driving those junky trucks this morning, oh man, I tell you, I was so glad to be back with Blue. Two things that I really hate in trucks: pet hair and, well, cigarette. There ain't nothing worse for me to climb up in the truck, pet hair everywhere, and then the whole truck feels like an ashtray. Just cigarette butts, ashes. One of you asked, what are the chances of me bringing campers with me on the road? Well, that's 0%. First of all, Tampers is not a dog truck, a truck dog. He gets a little bit nervous climbing up here. Second, well, companies require at least, I've heard from somewhere around $700 of what they call a pet deposit. You have to deposit $700 and some just to be able to put a pet in your truck. And guess what? That's half of that is non-refundable. And that is not going to work with me. You know, I would imagine that if I was an owner of a trucking company, I would set it up like a hotel or a motel. Non-smoking room. You have yourself a non-smoking room, a pet room, or a smoky room. For those who do not have pets and do not smoke, they should be given a non-pet, non-smoking truck, right? And if you smoke or have a pet, or you like pet, well, you should be assigned to a truck that is designated especially for that purpose. That truck this morning, man, I tell you, the dog hair, or I don't know if it was dog hair, I'm pretty sure it was. but it could have been a cat hair also. So, but that hair was just, man, it was massive in that truck. That truck was loaded between the cigarette and the pet hair. No, thank you. Well, once again, I have wasted so much of your time talking about the nonsense things in the world. We'll catch you guys later. Johnny Be Good here. Peace.